The very important part of obstetric practice is managing antenatal period of pregnant patient. That begins from our first visit during early pregnancy till she admits in labor room. This is an excellent period to develop doctor-patient relationship. Patient select our hospital after previous experience of friends and relatives, means after lots of thoughts and investigations. So, their decisions should be encouraged and fulfilled all her expectations. Here speaks our past behavior and management of our previous patients. We call it mouth publicity. During 9 months, she will come once a month for first 6 months, then twice a month for 7 and 8 months, and every week during last, that is ninth month. So there will be total 14 visits minimum will be scheduled. On her first visit, please do sonography to check heartbeats. Give her all confidence she needs on they are very apprehensive and with lots of anxiety. We have to play a dual role of obstetricians plus psychotherapist. Give her a small booklet written by us in local language regarding hospital's protocol of pregnancy management, do's and don'ts during pregnancy, diet and exercise details. Give tentative date of all her future visits, vaccination charts, list of investigations, date of sonographic examinations. Soft words and tender care will do miracles. The hospital schedules should be explained by one special staff nurse. During 9 months, please refer her twice at third and 6 months to physician for regular heart, lungs and other checkups. 3 times to experienced sonologist outside at third, fifth and 8th months to get authentic written reports and images to protect our stress from any anomalies in future which we may missed. To do sonography at each visit is not mandatory and required, but patients ask for it. Do it for their satisfaction, but only after duly filled and signed a form of PCPNDT. During first 8 months, she should also visit physiotherapists to learn exercises, dietitians for diet instructions, and psychologists to solve all her apprehensions. To visit beauty parlor is not compulsory, but I am sure she will do it once in 9 months. All this should be done at our hospital only. Plan prenatal class by some staff or experts at the month of 3, 6 and 8 and includes different informations each time. Presence of husband and mother is compulsory, so they also know the pregnancy care and complications involved during antenatal and intranatal period. There should be a planned visit to labor room, operation theater, and indoor rooms at completion of 7 months, and they should be introduced with the staff of labor room and indoor rooms. This will improve their confidence and remove all apprehensions. They should be specifically instructed when and how to admit when labor pain starts. They should have emergency call numbers of the hospital and staff. To give more facility from the hospital can send a van to bring the patients from home to hospital when labor pains start. It makes the hospital very popular. Now, something about managing our nursing staff. Nursing staff plays very important role in managing and improving our obstetric practice. We remain with OPD patients for 15 minutes and indoor patient for few hours in labor room or operation theater, and for 10 minutes while taking around in indoor rooms. Nursing staff remain for rest of the time of 24 hours. So, their behavior with patients, their treatment management, their talk with the patients and relatives makes huge difference. Psychology says that patients and relatives believes more in nursing staff talk. If our staff is well looked after by us, then they may praise our work and hospital and be our canvasser. Always appoint 5 to 6 more staffs than required. The advantage is even if they bring one patient in a month, their salary is managed from that case only. They will be our hospital representative at their residential area. The staff should be well paid, but at the same time, they should be qualified and experienced. Give them leave when they want. Appreciate them more often. Take staff class every week on Saturday to teach them our hospital rules and patient management, attitude, etc. And end it with high tea. Call them with their names and take care of them as family members. They are the real canvasser for us. They can make or break our practice in long run. Joint obstetric practice. Joint practice is common and seen more in few branches like pediatrics, neonatologists, physicians, and other some branches. In obstetrics and gynec, it is less or none. Either obstetrician is doing single-handed practice or with spouse if of the same branch, means two at maximum. Though recently the trend of joint practice in obstetrics have started. In USA it is common. They have a big birth center in central area having 10 or more labor rooms and operation theater, special room 100 plus. It has all latest instrumentations, laboratory, sonography, neonatology, NICU department, young obstetricians and neonatologists and experienced staff working around the clock. Trained staff makes a huge difference for these birth centers. So in short, it is fully equipped obstetric department. The practicing obstetricians have consulting rooms which they call office in peripheral areas of 1 to 3 miles. Consulting room has waiting room, reception and examination room with sonography. They may give appointments to their patients and examination done there in their office throughout the 9 months. Patient knows the address of birth center and they also have to visit it 2 to 3 times in 9 months periods as scheduled, where everything is explained to them about birth center and how to admit there. Antenatal classes, yoga, etc. are done there. When patients start labor pains, they go to that hospital admission and initial examination is done by on-duty midwife or doctor and the concerned doctor is informed. Either they attend the case if needed or the consultant on duty will manage that case. So the original doctor is free. This system is working nicely there. Joint practice like this or semi-joint practice must be started in India by joining 4 to 6 obstetricians. They can do consultation for 5 days from Monday to Friday from 11 to 5 in their offices. Patient admitted in routine or emergency hours may be managed by obstetricians on duty. Certain protocols must be decided regarding managing patients and income distributions. If it works nicely, all the obstetricians will have a great relief from 24 by 7 into 365 days duty. They can enjoy life with family and attend conferences at weekends. It needs just positive frame of mind and adjustment. Managing charges and payments of the patient. It should be either in the routine way as you charge or the new style is package. It's a natural human tendency to prefer package as we usually do when we go on vacation for hotel package. Many hospitals at metros have started this package obstetric practice. It ranges from 1 lakh to 4 lakh as per hospital. It includes everything from first consultations to follow-up after delivery. Every visit, every investigation, sonography, physician's reference, psychiatric counseling, pre and postnatal classes, exercises, yoga during and after pregnancy, meditation informations, books given, vaccinations, one admission for 2 days before delivery if at all need arise, labor charges, either vaginal or abdominal delivery, cesarean sections, both rates should be same, anesthetist charges, neonatal visit charges, plus 1 day admission to neonatal hospital if need arise. It also includes room charges, photo charges, gift box given at the time of discharge. Ideal rate should be 90,000 for town level and 1.5 to 3 lakhs for metro. Prescription charges not included. It will be accepted by patients slowly and steadily. The advantages are many. It confirms the rate and the patient is happy to know the upper limit of the charge and accordingly manage the budget. They have not to pay every time they visit. They don't bother if they undergo cesarean sections or vaginal delivery. They are stressless. Doctors are stressless. Payment should be 25% on registration, 35% after completion of fifth month, and 40% at the end of 8 months. The disadvantages are all patients may not like it or they have to go to outstation for delivery, so you can give them the alternative of both the system. Charges may appear high when said, but then at the end it is normal. The new system will have good acceptance rate in future. A good hospital administration can manage it nicely without doctor comes in the pictures. There will not be any bargaining at the time of discharge and patients would be happy as well as the doctor. Managing medical representatives. Many a times we have seen that medical representatives are not really welcomed by doctors and hospital staff. But remember, medical representatives plays a very important role in our practice. They are the joining chain of pharma company and doctors. They provide us the informations of new molecules, new research medicine, etc. to us. They help us to keep our knowledge updated. They are well educated and they should be respected by us by all means. Agree that there are many in numbers, but we can plan to meet 4 to 5 MR at some fixed time in the morning or in the evening hours for at least 5 to 6 minutes each. They should be given time in advance so they don't have to wait for a longer period in waiting room. We can plan to meet MR of one company once in 2 or 3 months, and that can be managed well by our hospital admin. MR should be asked to give the names of their medicine in bold letters with details, maximum 3 medicines, and we can file it to refer it when the time to prescribe that medicine comes. Many times we forget the exact spelling of medicines, so better to keep a file and refer it while prescribing. Keeping good relations with MR help us a lot in our practice. They can be our moving canvassers if they are impressed by our behavior to them. We cannot advertise our skill work and hospital premises. Only patients, their relatives, our staff, and MR can do it. So take enough care of medical representatives. Managing medical store. Medical store inside or just outside the hospital owned by hospital or doctor is beneficial for many patients. It needs to appoint one pharmacist Advantage is patient get medicines from there only, so everything is under one roof. We can keep certain special medicine and surgical items we need. We can offer them few percent discount in price of medicine. Our aim is not to earn out of medicines, though it gives enough revenue, but to provide convenience to patients is beneficial to them. So, friends, this is the end of Smart Obstetric Practice Part 2. The next Part 3 will have labor room management, operation theatre management, sudden complication management, documentations, discharge, and follow up. So please wait till part 3 comes, and please do not miss to watch and listen it. Thank you once again.